Feet on the ground, shoulder width apart, bending slowly the knees. And we're gonna start with centering from the top of the head. So let's settle all the energies inside of the body, inside of the mind, in the emotional space. Let's bring us into the present moment awareness, observing the top of the head, slowly moving the head to one side and to the other, releasing the neck here, and just having a sense of the neck and the head area. Relax here together with the mind, creating more space in the mind, more openness, letting go. And then let's observe slowly the shoulders. And here we want to tuck the chin slowly under as we want to open up the highest vertebrae of the spine, creating more space in that area of the spine. Let the gravity pull your hands together, down. Let the palms facing to the back and open the shoulder nest. Create more space in the armpit area. Going back to the upper spine and to the neck, we go now to the shoulders. And here we want to slowly round the body, especially the upper body, creating more space in the spine between vertebrae. And slowly, little by little, bringing your mind, your awareness into the physical body, you might have a chance to observe how the energy body is featuring into this alignment. Rounding the shoulders, dropping the hands, rounding the elbows, let the gravity hang the arms down. We want now to come and sink the energy of the upper body, the torso area, into the lower body. Let's pass the hip area, feeling the hips, opening here more the hips, creating more space here at the line of the underwears. This is the qua point, an important point, energetic point in the body. We want to open up and slowly round it inward. We want to feel that the entire pelvis area is open. And feel the hips creating more heaviness, having more heaviness in them. And from the hip, we take the energy to the feet, at the back of the knees. Slowly going down into the feet, at the center point of the soles of the feet, and going straight down below the earth, where our energy fields rest also and receive energy. Our physical body, our subtle body energy wrapping around the physical body, it's also extending below the feet, connecting with the earth energies. Now, as you align your physical body, just now go deeper and pay attention throughout the entire body, where your mind is signal more attention, any part of the body you feel tight, and try to rest your mind there and open up even more and let go. Just having a sense everything opens up, rounding up, creating more space, letting go. And then the more you do this, and the more you pay attention, you observe that if at the beginning there is a sense of physicality and weight of the physical body, that's the energy of the physical body, a lightness, it's coming also in our awareness. We feel more subtle, more energy, more floatiness. You might feel now more heat, vibration in parts of the body. And just rest for a second again there. Whatever is needed to pay attention and open up more, just create more space. And slowly, you can open your eyes and you can come back to the physical space. If you've had your eyes all the time closed, you can connect with the space around it. And in the next part of the first segment, I'm going to take you into the shaking principle of the physical body that moves the energy and clears the energy field into the entire body. It targets the fascia that surrounds the bones, surrounds the organs, surrounds the muscles. This is the soft connective tissues that holds all the body together and is made of nerves, it's made of collagen, of water, and a lot of tension tends to stay there. So let's extend our arms in front, slowly dropping the elbows down, rounding the shoulders again, keeping the same body alignment as I was guiding you through. And we start shaking first the arms. We shake the elbows, we shake the wrists, we shake the fingers. An analogy will be that you make some movement into a lake to disturb a bit the flow of the water, and when you stop, everything gets settling down. The same with our energy field. So let's keep the arms here in front of the chest, dropping a bit the elbows and shake. And just observe that you don't do it from the muscles, you do it more from the tissues. Just that layer below the skin that goes around the muscles, around the bones, and around the organs lower in the body. But we start first with the hands, with the arms. And just let it go. Open it up more and feel into it. Don't do it from the mind only, feel into it. Do it softly, do it gently, do it patiently until you start feeling something it's moving and releasing. Shaking from the shoulders, from the elbows, from the wrists, from the fingers. Having here space and the armpits. And then we can take the hands a bit more, a step lower, and do it there. As we do it, we can observe how the spine is connected with the movement, how this movement of the connected tissues also moves something on the spine. The breath should be normal as guided by your inner space, by your sensitivity, how you want to breathe should be soft, slowly, or deep if you feel so, deep or fast. And now we take it a step lower. And a step lower. And we can just stop here, letting the arms again drop, rounding again the elbows. And observe What is happening? More vibration, more energy, maybe more release in your inner space and in the nerves of the body. And now let's learn how to shake the legs. So here we want to create space in the hip area, pulling a little bit the tailbone under to have this area open. And we want to shake the legs and the feet. And as we get the movement, then we can start adding the hands together again. You can do it at the chest level, and you can come lower. And do it softly. Don't involve the muscles. Don't do it from the muscles. Let the muscle benefit of this movement of the soft tissues. A lot of tension are settling into those layers of the body. And just releasing layer by layer, you're gonna feel more energies flowing. You feel the mind settles, the emotions are settled. And slowly, 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 you can stop, going back to the body alignment as at the beginning, and observe the flow of energy into the entire body. Just make sure you keep again the body open and relaxed, creating more space in every part of the body. Now, if you feel this sense of energy, softness, wrapping around, stay with it. Flow with this one, and let this one guide you where to open up more. And maybe you can observe where you are more contracted and more blocked, more stuck. Maybe you are in the feet, in some parts of the joints. Maybe you are in the spine. Any parts of the body you observe it's not open and fluid, create more space, adjust the body, and let the gravity pull the energy down. Now, another principle that I would like to emphasize in today's session will be that the energy moves the fluids in the body. And there is one beautiful principle in Qigong that I would like to bring you into your awareness and start learning little by little here in these healing sessions. And that is opening and closing parts of the body. That creates like a pulsing of the energy when we open up more, when we open up where we pulse, where we close, then a lot of energy springs and radiates around that area of the body and makes the fluids flow in the body and the energy flow in the body. So let's learn it little by little into the joints. We want to take the ankle joint and closing them, pulsing them a bit, and then open them up. You feel at the beginning, you engage the feet, and you bend that area a little bit into the ankles, and then slowly you release it. It's a slow movement, guided more by the energy we engage into it. The same energy allows us to open up more that area of the body. And we can do it now with the knees, together with the ankles, and slowly open it up. It's opening like a flower, it's opening and blossoming. That will be the extent of how we want to feel the openness. We close a bit, and then we open. The tendency in all of us is to do it with the muscles, to contract, to do it fast. But here we want to learn how we can engage slowly and take the mind deeper into this energy awareness. And now we want to go into the hip area. And here I'm inviting you to have the sense of this qua energy points, the bikini line, they name them, just in this area of the body, and slowly closing them together with the hip area, so the tailbone goes a bit under and in the front, and open up. Just release. Close, and release. Again, close, and release. And you can do it with the 3 joints that I was guiding you through: ankles, knees, and here the hip and pelvic area. And release. And let's take a moment now to rest in this awareness of the exercise, observing what is happening from the hip area below in the physical body. If we feel tight in some parts of the body, again, open up, release, take the awareness there. Let the mind land into that area, and it will create more energy, more circulation. Now we want to go into the upper part of the body, and here we want to take the hands, the arms forward, having the elbows drop down and slowly the shoulder also rounded. So here we're going to start with the fingers. We have joints in every finger. Open and close. Close and open. Close and open. Close and open. Close and open. And now here from the wrist, close, open. Close together with the fingers and open. Again, close, pulling them together and open. Again, close and open. Now we want to go into the elbows. Drop a bit the elbows down as you want to pull them more to the earth. Close them and open them. Close and open. Close and open. And together with the shoulders, close and open. Close and open. Close and open. One more, close and open. Slowly release the arms. Take a moment to rest, observe. Let's embody the feeling, the new sensations, the new openness that are coming in your field. Just remember the body alignment. At the beginning, because we are so much accustomed to do physical movement, to engage the muscles, to engage all these movements in the body, to feel something that is happening. When we start doing slowly things, we are not maybe able at the beginning to catch it. But little by little, doing these exercises, as we do in meditation with the orbit and all exercises that we do with the mind and moving the energy in the body, little by little, our awareness of the energy body opens up, and we feel that we are more able to manage this energy field of the physical body and of the energy body as well. So here, I'm going to invite you now to, as we want to transcend to the next segment, I want to invite you now to rest for a moment into the Manipura area, into the lower dantian. So in this position, take your palms facing together in front of the lower dantian. Now that we have a more awareness of this energy featuring in our body, now take your palms and pull them together and move them apart. Because Anupriya will take us into the Reiki segment Just in few seconds, we want to feel this energy in the palms, because into the Reiki, a lot it's happening, moving the palms, and the energy flows from the center of the palms. As you close them, you feel how the energy is sucking inside into the lower dantian. As you open, you feel the energy expand. Closing and opening. Closing and opening. And relax. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating with me. I hope you benefit from this segment. You learn something, maybe you experience something. If not, for sure, a lot is happening inside of you. And little by little, as you continue to go into these exercises, you will journey more into the subtle field. Please enjoy the next segment. Namaskar, everyone.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, great.
Sorry. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Okay. So I apologize for that. Some technical difficulty with the storm we had yesterday. We're having some bad internet connection, so something happened with the audio. So again, namaskar. Welcome to our second segment of our healing session today. What I was saying earlier was I wanted to thank all of you for allowing me to be part of your healing journey in the last couple. I have been subbing for Waveney. So Waveney will be joining us again next week. So I have enjoyed our time together, and I hope you enjoy our time together today. So as you've been doing wonderful reorganization of your energies with Krishna Priya, we're going to continue along those lines. But please join me. As you know, it's always important for us to ground and for us to also create that wonderful intention and purpose for our session. So if you're standing or sitting, whatever you prefer, let's just stand with our feet hip width apart, hands on our thighs. Don't know if you can see me. Hands on our thighs, and just close your eyes. Spine nice and erect. Feet firmly planted onto the ground. And in Reiki, of course, like you are with Qigong and all the other energy modalities, when we're connecting to the earth, it's Earth Ki or Earth's energy, Mother Earth's energy, and think of the expansiveness and the strength and the power of that source of energy that is emanating and radiating wonderful energies into your body, through your feet. And think of your crown on the top of your head that is also connected to the cosmic energy force, or the heaven key, or heavenly energies. And with your hands on your thighs, your fingers pointing downwards, it's also allowing you to connect to Earth Key. Just do some natural breathing into the body. And you're breathing lovely pranic energy, Reiki energy, life force energy into every cell, every organ, every tissue within your being is being re-energized, reinvigorated. The energy pathways are being cleared, and wonderful energy is being transported throughout the body. So with that in mind, with your next in-breath, bring your hands up in front of your hearts in the form of Gasho or prayer. And Gasho is a meditative posture in and of itself. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can just open your eyes a smidge of a gaze. You can focus on your fingertips if you like. And deep breath in and exhale. And let's bring our intention into our space. So we ask all the divine gurus, devas and deities, all our Reiki masters, all the sources of light and love and healing to enter our inner and outer space, to be part of our healing journey, to provide all the inner protections that we may need, to stay in present moment, to focus on this session right here, right now, as we just open our hearts and minds to receive all that is intended for us, individually and collectively. Take a moment to offer your individual prayer or intention for healing, be it physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, financial, familial, whatever space in your life or structure in your life that needs some healing, bring that intention to the session. I intend to be the perfect instrument today, and I seek the grace and blessings to help me be that instrument, to allow the pure energy to flow in and through me, to provide me all the protections that I may need, and to be that instrument and that partner with you on this healing journey today. When you have completed your intention, with your next inhalation, let's bring our hands to our third eye. In a posture of devotion and prayer, and devotion to self and to the divine within and the divine outside of us. With the next inhalation, let's open up to the heavens, to that heaven key energy, keeping your elbows nice and soft, fingertips up into the heavens, eyes gazing upwards. As you connect to that heaven key or heavenly energies, and feel the heavenly energies just rushing into your heart space, your heart chakra, rushing into the crown, into your third eye, into your throat chakra. Feet still firmly planted, connecting to earthly energies as you open yourself to the heavenly energies. Continue to open yourselves and to welcome this beautiful healing energy into your space, into your body, into your minds, into your hearts. And let's bring our fingertips together. As your fingers touch, we're going to prepare for our Reiki shower. And just slowly on the auric field or your energy field, just draw the energy down, nice and slow, all the way down to your feet. And what you're doing here is you're clearing sometimes all the hurt that we have experienced, all the negative energies that we absorb from the environment around us, thoughts in the atmosphere, the electromagnetic fields that we are constantly filled with. It all gets clogged. Those energies get clogged in our field. And so doing this Reiki shower with the intention of clearing your field, with the purpose of clearing your field. And as you get to the base, just shake it off into the earth. You can knock your hands together. And while you're down here, just gather some energy, earthly energy, gather that wonderful earth's energy, and just draw it into your heart space. And just take a moment there to observe the body, to connect that wonderful energy from the heavens, from the earth, into your heart key or heart energy space, heart and mind key. And of course, this represents all of earthly creation. So every one of you that makes up this heart-mind space, we're all connecting right here. Take some nice deep breath in and exhale, connecting to that lovely space inside. And let's prepare for our crossover shoulder pull as we did last week. So another version of this is hands across the abdomen, hands on your shoulder. So my right hand on my left shoulder. And I'm going to bring my hands down along my arm and out to my hip. I'm going to do that 3 times. So this helps me to also clear my energy field. It helps me to prepare for more energy coming into my space. And you can also do it without the hands across the body. And this allows us to crisscross, like our DNA, to bring that crisscross feeling and sensation back that brings ultimate healing to the body. So it's always a good thing to do. You come in after a long day, you get up in the morning to start your day, you had a rough meeting or a rough session with someone. It's a nice way to just clear off that energy in that space. So today I put together a couple protocols for you along the energy medicine line, looking in sync with the meridians and all the work that you've been doing, called Releasing spent or pent up stress in our bodies. So today, through some of these postures, I want you to think of anything that creates stress for you. And some of us may not think we have stress, but remember, stress builds over time. And so deep within our bodies, there's lots of information, as Guruji has been teaching us. So every layer of our being, there's information that is stored. And sometimes there's some stressful events that has been stored and energies that have been stored from past lives, from this life. And they're stored in our cells, they're stored in the organs, they're stored in the energetic pathways. So by releasing some of this, we're opening up the pathways, as you did with Krishna Priya earlier. And so the first one we're going to do is called Expelling Venom. So as the name suggests, it's expelling all that stress, right? That negativity within us. So just clasp your hands together in sort of like a fist. And we're going to lift our hands around, up, deep breath in, and exhale. So it's expelling venom. We're going to do that 3 times. Fists. You can shush it out or you can high it out. So this time I'm going to high it out. Deep breath in. And now we're going to do one more, but with a nice, soft, gentle. So again, observe the body. This is something that you can do whenever you feel stressed out or you're going through some anxiety. That's another nice way. Last week, we also did our 4 thumbs. So we're going to do that again. 4 thumbs, starting with the stomach meridian, right along the orbital bone here, just below the eyes, on the cheekbone. And just tap with a little bit of pressure so that you can feel it. You can feel that something's moving. And you're exciting and activating the energy there. And then we're going to come to our K27, which is right. It's the end of the acupuncture point, but it's the end of our kidney meridian. And all the meridians sort of pass through this area. So it's a very powerful point in our bodies. It's a very powerful spot that we want to activate all that, the kidney meridian right here. And it's right by the collarbone, that soft area there. And so you can just tap away there. And the third, of course, is the thymus, right in the sternum. And again, with our immunity systems needing to be boosted with everything that's going on around us, this is perfect for that, right? So fight off where, in the next couple of months, we're going to go into the flu season, right? So you want to make sure that you're building your immune system. The T cells, T for thymus, T for T cells. The T cells are activated here. So you want to really activate those T cells. And then the spleen. And again, spleen good for immunity and boosting that immunity system. And of course, metabolism. So our bodies metabolize not just food, but if you're taking medications, your body metabolizes medications. Our bodies also metabolizes energy, right? So even our thought process needs to be metabolized, in an energetic way. So this helps to do that. Awesome. So and I always like to go all the way across because there are also meridian points all the way here and alarm points. So we're capturing a whole bunch of them all at the same time. Very good. And just to take a moment to observe the body and just relax the body for a bit. And the next thing that we're going to do, which I did before as I was preparing to come on screen with you, is the Wayne Cook posture. So Wayne Cook, we've been doing, it's crossing your feet. Place your arms out in front of you. Bring them around. So you're crisscrossing. Everything is about crossing over. And our wrists or our palms are intertwined and draw it into your heart space. And here you're going to do a nice deep breath and exhale through the mouth. So breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. You do this 3 or 4 times. And then we're going to do the other side. And open up the feet again. And let's do the other side. So cross over. back of your palms facing, and then you cross it over so the front of your palms are connecting, and draw the hands in. This helps when we're going through any type of anxiety. We're creating that crisscross, that crossover feeling that brings balance and harmony into our minds, into our hearts, into our bodies, into the DNA of our bodies. And it helps to relieve stress. So again, deep breath in through the nostrils and exhaling through the mouth. And here you can do, as you come out of this posture, you can do a crown pull, right? To help to expel any of the stresses and tormenting thoughts that we think sometimes. So if you remember the crown pull, right, we can start right here. And you can do this in different ways. You can start with the triangle right in your third eye. And I guess third eye is another spot that a lot of our meridians crisscross. And then fold your fingers in, press in a little bit, and we're going to draw that energy out into the temples and release. Do that 2 times, and remember to breathe. Breathing in and breathing out, releasing the stresses and the pent-up tensions. And now, where your hairline is, press in, and all the way along the middle of the hemispheres of the brain, and all the way down the back, all the way down the back of the head, the scalp, pulling the skin apart, and down the neck. And just release the stress. Hang on to the shoulders a little bit. Deep breath in, exhale, breathe in. As you exhale, you can bring your hands to rest right on the heart space. And of course, our heart, goes through so many emotional turmoils that it's always good to just bring everything together right here so that we can reconnect and re-energize the heart space. So another thing that we can do from here, and we did it last week, is also connecting heaven and earth. And so it's another way of grounding. So when you're really stressed, you want to get rid of that stress. And we did a little bit of that. Now you want to sort of ground and bring nice energy into the space. So you start here, as we did at the beginning of our session, on our thighs, grounding once more, paying attention to the body, paying attention to the mind, and how energy is flowing. Bring your hands to your heart in form of prayer. Inhaling, we're going to stretch. So the spine gets a nice stretch. The arms are being stretched. My palms are facing upward this way and downward this way. So I'm connecting to heaven and to earth with the palms of my hand. Intention is important. Continue to breathe. Exhaling, bring the hands passing the heart. And stretch up into the heaven, down into the earth. Nice spinal stretch. The meridians along the arms and the hands are also stretching. Bring your hands back. Let's do that one more time. And you're crossing over on your central meridian, as well as the governing meridian also gets a nice stretch, right? So all the chakras are also being stretched nicely. It's a wonderful opening up of the energy space. And you bring your hands together, and now just bend over towards the earth. And again, here you get to connect to earthly energy. So you can do a couple things down here. You can create and crossover, or you can fold energy from the earth into your body. So whatever you prefer, folding that earthly energy into the body up into the heavens. Or you can do figure 8s from the bottom. And you weave the energy into the body. So the energy is held in your body. And so that was connecting heaven and earth. And then, of course, there's another wonderful thing that you can do to alleviate the stresses on the spinal column. And it's called a spinal flushing, a spinal suspension. And I love this posture because I sit a lot during the course of the day. So here you're going to stretch or put your feet apart beyond the hip, beyond your hip weight, hip distance. And then you're going to place your hands onto your thighs. You have to go back a little bit or come up a little bit here. Onto your thighs, or just, and straighten the hands. So back is nice and straight. So it's almost as though you're sitting on a chair without a chair. So your spine is nice and straight. Your arms and your hands are nice and straight. Your feet firmly grounded. And then as you're in the posture, then adjust yourself so that your ankle and your knees are directly above each other. They are aligned, and stretch that out and feel the stretch on the spine. And now we're going to do another crisscross. So you're going to bring the shoulder of the right shoulder to the left knee and stretch it out. Feel the stretch on the shoulder blades. Inhaling, come back up to the middle posture. Take a nice deep breath. Exhaling, my left shoulder is going down to my right knee. And I'm stretching. My glutes are also being stretched. My shoulder blades, my shoulders. And you can do this a couple times. And come back to center. I love doing that because I take a lot of stress I store in my back. So it's a nice way for me to relax that. And here, you know, as you're doing your own postures, you can also add a yoga posture here if you like, to do this posture, you know, anything that you feel open to or you enjoy. You can also do a nice power walk, right? And so last week we did the cross crawl, and you can do it in a very powerful way so that you're really breathing in and out in a vigorous way. So you're releasing all the stresses that's pent up. And again, it's crisscrossing. So we're creating a crisscross energy pattern in our bodies. Deep breath in and out always. And now we're going to cool down a little bit. And I see some of you doing your posture that you enjoy, like tapping, which is wonderful. So you can tap all that, activate the energy throughout the body. And so the next one is our triple warmer smoothie. And I'm just checking for time because I don't know if Virgie has come in. Okay. So now we're going to do what we call the triple warmer smoothie. And the next couple of weeks when I'm able to join you again, I will talk a little bit about triple warmer meridian and our spleen move. Triple warmer meridian is the meridian that is activated whenever there is stress or anxiety, whenever there is fight, flight, or sometimes a freeze syndrome. And with everything that happens in our lives, sometimes and very often, triple warmer tends to be overactivated. And as you know, that most of you, all of you will know, the triple meridians are sometimes paired. So triple warmer is often paired with the spleen meridian. And you know that we need the spleen meridian to always be active in a forward motion. So energy is flowing into the spleen meridian. But because triple warmer is overactive many times, spleen tends to then be, triple warmer is taking energy from the spleen. So spleen meridian tends to have less activated energy, and triple warmer tends to be overactivated. And that creates a lot of stress in the body. It's a lot of chemicals being created in the body that is then just, it causes a freeze pattern of energy motion within us. So of course we want to create that triple warmer smoothie effect where we're doing the opposite. So triple warmer, we trace our triple warmer. It starts in our second finger, our ring finger, and we usually trace it up and over the ear and end of the temple. So when we do a triple warmer smoothie, we're actually doing the opposite. So we start with the the temple. We go around the ear, over the ear, breathing in and out, exhaling down around the ear.
Namaskar, everyone. We're just waiting for the healing box. Unfortunately, the internet connection from New York went. And so we had to stop that video or that stream. So now Krishna Priya will be leading the prayer using the healing box.
Welcome back, everyone, here in Trinidad and Tobago, in our temple, in the presence of our Guruji. So I'm inviting you now, collectively, to send all our intentions, thought intentions, energy intentions for healing to out all the names, all the souls in this healing box here, but also all the souls that you would like to send energy to in this moment. Please keep them strongly in your mind, in your heart, in your energy awareness. So I'm inviting you now to open the palms towards this healing box, towards those that you would like to send the energy to. And take a moment to center back in your core of your inner space, making that connection with the divine within, where you feel supported, carried. And from that space within you, send that energy for healing, for well-being, towards those souls that you like to send energy to. And extending from those intentions, we can go to extend our healing intentions to our community, to the country, to the entire world. We believe in these moments that our thoughts carries power, divine energy, that the divine is channeling in and through us for those that needs more healing, more upliftment at all levels. Take a moment to rest in this energy healing awareness, giving more power to this prayer, feeling it's happening in this very moment. It's holding us in this prayer and all those that needs now our healing intentions. All the angels, all the guides, all the masters of the lights are in this prayer with us, channeling, supporting, nourishing accordingly to the divine will. Thank you everyone for your prayers, and now Guruji will continue to hold us and the entire humanity in these prayers. Namaskar everyone.
Namaskar and welcome to this segment of the Healing Circle, and always a joy to see you. Just a little reminder to you today of how powerful your mind is. Your mind is a magical space. Using the mind, you can create anything that you want. And manifest it. So powerful is your mind. Your mind is connected to the universal mind. And the universal mind connects to everything. So when you make a wish for something, you are connecting to the universal mind because your mind is in the universal mind, just like everyone else's. And your wish will be fulfilled. But one has to remember that when you hold a fear there in the mental space, the mind cannot discriminate between what you are thinking into reality, whether it's a negative one or a positive one. Your mind fulfills both. So your mind is like a wish-fulfilling tree. So when you fear something, what you do is that you, oh my God, I hope I don't get this. So you're already building the image of getting it. And when that image becomes overwhelming inside of you, the negative image, you're going to make it happen. So I know sometimes it's difficult to manage the mind. But the first step in managing the mind is learning to witness the thoughts. That's an amazing practice if you do that every day. Just witnessing your thoughts, accepting them just how they are. And then begin to see what these thoughts do to your being, whether it's a positive thought or a negative thought. What does it do to my being? What does it do to my mind? What does it do to my mind? What does it do to my body? And when you begin to see the reality of what a thought does, then you will change it as necessary. There'll be the desire for change. Here we co-create a space with a lot of positivity. And you know, where there's a lot of light, darkness cannot exist. You try it in a room, just put on turn on the light, and what happens? Where does the darkness go? So inside of you, when you turn on the light, when you turn on the light of love and wisdom and positivity and vitality, darkness are driven away. And sometimes when you're a little bit weak and you come into the strong co-creative space, your weakness tends to fade away. And the strength of the space holds you. And that's the beauty of us being together in this space. So remember the magical power of the mind. The mind is energy. It is potential energy to create any thought you want to, any thought pattern. And the mind works with the rest of your senses. So it will work with all the all the information that you've gathered from things around you, what you saw, what you tasted, what you smelled, what you touched, all those experiences, the mind works with them in a creative mode, using all the tools that are available to you of reasoning, of imaging. And then you can will, when you use your willpower, you can generate the energies to achieve what you want, using those thoughts and using those images within your mind. So that's what we do in Healing Circle. The goal of using the mind is to stay well, is to stay on top of the wellness game. So as a habit, learn to keep very positive thoughts all day. You start your day by thinking positively about being and staying well. I'm going to stay well today. I'm going to have a positive mind today. I'm going to have a loving heart today. I'm going to see the hand of the universe at work today. I'm going to co-create with all those around me. More peace, more love, more happiness. So the moment you hold those thoughts strongly in your mind, you begin to create this resonance of positivity within your being that shields off everything that is negative, protects you, and nourishes you as well. The more you think positive thoughts, the more you keep positive patterns within you, the stronger they become. They are reinforced by practice. Wouldn't you like to be positive continuously? You can. The universe supports it. Negativity is not your destiny. It's a challenge in the space from the duality. So let's use this time together to create a highly positive field of well-being, not just for us, but for all of us. Let's do it together. Let's begin. Join me. Now you'll realize that even as I speak in silence. And I'm loving you as I speak. And I'm holding you in my space as I speak, my large space. Let's continue that. Connection with each other. Just stay in present moment awareness. Become conscious of being completely in the present. And let's hold the awareness that we exist in the infinite divine. Not finite, but infinite. That is a consciousness space of peace. That field or space of infinite peace is at the depth of our being. Just clear the mind of thoughts and give attention to it. And you realize that the peace that you feel, as it is said, passeth all understanding. But let it not be only a peace in the mind. Extend it to the heart, that you are lovingly peaceful. Open the heart. Heart brings a warmth. Heart is a place of nurturing. The physical heart pumps blood throughout the body. the spiritual heart, spreads vital energy, nourishing energy of love throughout your being. So open the heart to be loving to yourself, self-love. And just breathe that in. As you breathe in, expand your heart and expand your consciousness just to be aware of infinite love. It's wonderful just to bring oxygen and prana into the body in a loving energy. There is no greater energy than that of love that unites us, that nourishes us. And every time you breathe out, just let go of every bit of stress. Breathe it away. So breathing in love, breathing into peace. Begin to observe how the body is nourished by the prana of the breathing and the oxygen. And stay in that space with me. Let it grow with every breath we take. For some of you, keeping a mantra in the mind strengthens it. And then observe the magic of opening up the belly to breathe. Then you bring that energy of love and peace right down to the core of the body. And take your attention right down to the base of the spine in the perineum area. And then observe the magic of the in-breath and out-breath. As the in-breath nourishes you. And the out-breath spreads the energy throughout your body. Now keep that power of belief strong within you. Hold that image of your immune system being stronger. You can feel it within your being. That the body feels stronger and resistant to disease. Just hold that intention so strongly within you. I am strong in my being. My resistance to all diseases is great. This holy intention doesn't matter what the condition of the body is. Hold the body cells in a strong field of positivity. And the mind in every affirmation generates power. The mind in every affirmation generates power. Build the power. I'm being healed. Those of you who may have challenges, I'm being healed, 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 I'm healed. And keep that awareness. Strengthen it. Those of you who may feel weak, build, I'm growing stronger. With every breath I take, I'm stronger. And those of you who may feel loveless, I exist in a field of infinite love. I open my heart that divine love within me may flow in and through me. And begin to hold the awareness that the center of your being is a fountain of infinite love, infinite peace, infinite vitality. It's a fountain. Continuously hold that image within you. Let my voice strengthen you. Let my energy help you to be strong. Let's do it together. Let's support each other. Open your field to each other. Feed from the magic of every breath you take. Direct your breathing to any chakra you want to, any chakra you need to. And hold the intention of healing. Hold the intention of staying and being well. Hold the intention of supporting each other. And repeat the affirmations of well-being. Observe the space, how beautiful it is. The feeling is that we can stay in it forever. This is the God space. Now just allow your heart to be in gratitude, just to be in this space. And take a moment just to hold a prayer in your heart. For well-being, for healing, for others. This magical space. Make the wishes. The prayer. And let it include our world as well. Well-being begins in the inner space. In a mind that believes in wellness. In a mind that is creative and positive thinking. And now begin to appreciate every level of your being. Physicality, vitality, emotionality, mentality, spirituality. Just observe every level of your being. We are wonderfully made, constituted. And use the breath to bring your consciousness to every level. As you open the belly to breathe, the chest to breathe, breathe into the throat, taking your attention up into the head. Open the consciousness to every level. As you breathe into the gut, open your consciousness to the vitality and the physicality. As you breathe into the chest, open your consciousness to the emotional field of being. As you breathe into the throat, take your attention to the third eye and to the mind and its power. And as you breathe into every space within you, every level, open your consciousness to infinite being, that is the spirituality. Every level is divine. Every level is divinely held, divinely nourished. And as we hold our world in our consciousness, let's pray that may all be well. May all be awakened to the light. May all be nourished by the prana that they can bring into their spaces. May all develop the willpower to generate continuous positive energies in their spaces. May all learn to love on the deepest level of being. And may our world grow in more self-awareness, in more divine awareness, in more unity, in more strength, in more positivity. May we grow together in harmony. And now let's use the Mahamrityunjaya mantra for healing and well-being, and most of all, for immortal consciousness, the source of it all. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamrita Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone. It's been a joy being with you. You provide the space for me. You give power to me. I can't speak as I do without the power that you give me. Do you realize that? Just your openness, your lovingness of wanting to hear what I have to say, wanting to share my space, that gives me the power to enter your space. And I love when I come into the space and I can feel that from you. It excites me. So today I'm going to provide a little opportunity for you, if you wish to use it, to converse with me a little bit, any one of you, to see anything that will strengthen our healing circle, any of you. Or if you may have a question, I leave a few minutes for that. So feel free. Of course, I know you love the silence, just being in silence with me, and that's good enough too. Wow, your silence is amazing. It's louder than words. But I see we have a hand up, and that's Kachlin from Ireland. Can you unmute, Kachlin?
Yeah, that is now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Namaskar.
Namaskar to you.
Yeah. I love the invitation you give, and I feel it so deeply. The joy that you feel of us entering your space and you entering our space. And it makes me feel such joy, delight, because your radiance is so palpable. It's just the healing energy for myself, for the world, for all around us. I want to thank you for that, that you provide that space for us. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's no need for words, in fact, because the silence is just so nourishing. And I can totally understand how you feel, because I'm feeling the same way. So let's just stay in the silence a little longer. I hope that you can appreciate the message of today about the magic of the mind. And that's how I feel about the mind. The mind can generate anything. It can create anything. So you need to be careful about what you think and what you continuously think. And you need to be able to witness the creations that you may unconsciously get involved in, and learn how to create only that which can uplift you. You need to learn that. Create only that which can uplift you. So repeating the mantra, for example, shorter or longer mantra, whichever you favor, that builds a resonance within you. So after you build an intention, you can make it even more powerful by repeating the mantra. Repeating the mantra, having the intention. And your body, it's magical what your body is. Your body is simply an intelligent suit that you wear. It has its own self-healing power. It has its own digestive power, circulatory power. It has its systemic intelligence. So the body is marvelous. And you get into the body and then you are in this marvelous suit that you wear for your entire stay on the earth's plane. So the responsibility we have is to take care of it. And you can only appreciate this marvelous suit that we have only when you have an awareness that can observe it. Only when you have an awareness that you can observe it. This is my hand, not my hand per se, but it's the hand of the body. But I am in it, so it's my hand. But there's an energy field inside of this hand, and I resonate more with that than the hand itself. My experiences in the 40 days of 1978 brought me into such an internal awareness that my body feels just like a suit. It feels like a suit. I remember when I was showering, oh my God, look at this hand. I can feel its solidity, but inside of it, I'm only feeling energy inside of it. So when I put my hands like this, I can emanate energies from my being. If I were to rub my hands on something or on myself, I can just feel energy emanating from it, just through my intention to give. And same with my voice. I can feel the energy that emanates from the voice. And as I develop this intention of giving more and being more passionate and being more positive through my voice, I can feel the energies build. And the most beautiful thing is that as I speak, I can actually feel the openness of your space. And I feel the invitation to enter your space and create this energy wave within all of us. And it's marvelous. And that awareness is not just singular to me. You potentially have the awareness. All you need to do is to be awakened to it. And the most marvelous thing about being with me is the Shakti part, the transmission of energy that you can experience. So when you're in the silence, you can maximize that experience of really being together with me in such a powerful space that in the moments you're with me, you can actually feel this huge lift in your being. That's the magic of satsang, or company of each other. That's the magic. And I'd like to tell you about what is happening in the inner space, so that you can appreciate the principles, the science behind our communication and togetherness. Of course, those of you who are going to bed now, you'll feel this wonderful energy still with you. So with these words, I want to wish you a marvelous, marvelous day wherever you are. For some of you, you're going to go to bed. And so enjoy a perfect rest. And for some of us, we still have quite a few hours of waking time. And so we'll appreciate those as well. But your company is my joy, continuously. I wish all of you continued wellness, well-being. And more than anything else, the ability to discern your body as a marvelous suit that you wear on the earthly plane. But you are an immortal soul. Whether you realize it or not, you still remain immortal. Whether you use it or not, you still remain with the potential of the immortal. We are all great. Hold that in your thoughts. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.